How's everyone doing? Excellent. It is so good to be... You know what? I can't do this. I'm sorry. Everybody seems great. This is a fantastic venue, but this is not my dream. I got into stand-up comedy because my parents pushed me into it. I wanted to be a doctor, and they said, over my dead body. Right? So we're here now, but it's all right. They'll be dead soon, and I'll get to do what I really want. So. You may have noticed that I have a beard. I started growing a beard because I was reading a lot of articles that said that women are more attracted to men with beards. So, just by round of applause, is that true? Yeah. I don't know if it is. I mean, it's maybe too early to tell, but I will say that since I grew the beard, I have noticed absolutely no difference. So, I think maybe I'm doing it wrong. I recently decided to switch over to Tinder, and so far it's going not well. Not well at all. If you're not familiar with Tinder, don't try it. It's horrible. I hate Tinder, for a lot of reasons, but basically two main reasons why I hate Tinder. The first one, has this ever happened to you? And I always ask that, and everyone's like, we don't use the apps. But so just pretend you know what I'm talking about. You pull up a new profile, and that first picture has more than one person in it. And you don't know who the profile belongs to. The only thing you know is who you hope the profile belongs to. So you got that weird, cautiously optimistic moment before you swipe where you're like, all right, this could work. Shit. I call that the Tinder surprise. Happens way more often than it should, right? The other thing that I don't like, I was ghosted last week. Right? You guys familiar with ghosting? Yeah, when someone cuts off all communication, they don't respond to your messages, they stop messaging you, right? And I have a problem with it. And it's not so much the action, because let's face it, it's a very convenient way to get rid of someone, right? But it's the term itself, okay? And here's why. As we know, ghosts stick around for life. Even an exorcism is no guarantee that you're going to get rid of one. So knowing that, I think the term should be called Amelia Earharting. Right? That girl knew how to disappear. In fact, that whole around-the-world flight in 1937 was nothing but her desperate attempt to get away from a guy she'd gone out with one time. That guy's still looking for her. I told that joke a couple of months ago in Hamilton, and a woman in the front row, audibly gasped, hands to her, So I have to ask, is it too soon? Do that. So I'm dating, so that means I'm trying to take better care of myself, right? I'm concerned about how I look like naked, right? So I'm buying, better food and organics, and I would love to be able to go to the gym more often, but who has the time, right? And also, I don't want to. So, the other thing that I've noticed, though, being back in the dating game since, when I was in my 20s, is that pubic hair, where did it go? Right? It just seems to be gone. And that's fine, right? I'm not judging, right? Far be it for me to judge somebody else's personal grooming habits, but everything down there now sort of looks like a recently defrosted turkey. Right? Both men and women, and that's okay too, right? Again, it's not my place to say whether that's good or bad, but having said that, I have never seen, Thanksgiving or Christmas dinner thawing in the sink and thought, I'm going to shove my face in there. So, I don't know what that means, but I mentioned that I'm single, and that I am. I actually have a son. I've got full-time custody of my son. My son's actually half Chinese. Right? I met his mother when I was teaching and living in Beijing, China. And now that she and I are no longer together, and he and I are back here in Canada, I try and do everything I can to sort of maintain and celebrate that aspect of his identity. So we celebrate all the major Chinese holidays, right? Chinese New Year was just last weekend. I like to cook Chinese food at home, maybe once or twice a month. And sometimes when we're driving, I'll just swerve in oncoming traffic and slam on the brakes real hard for no reason. I just want him to stay connected to that part of who he is. Am I a hero? That's for you guys to decide. I think we can all agree, though, that I'm a very, very good dad. And I think I'll leave it with that. I've been Bryan Johnston. Thanks so much, guys. Enjoy the rest of the show.